Hello Heroscapers and welcome to another video. And today we'll be having the battle between Nissa and Liliana from Arena of the Planeswalkers, featuring our Heroscape army cards as well. In our last video we featured the setup for this game. So we're gonna go once again for a few of the rules that we added to this game so you have a little bit of understanding, but for more information you can see our last recent video as well for the setup for this game. So let's get to it and present the armies for this game. Starting with the first team is the Black Planeswalker Liliana with a cost of 325 points. Joining Liliana is the black colored hero, the Gold Vanguard, with a cost of 100 points. The first squad joining Liliana is the black squad, the Blighted Reavers, with the cost of 115 points. Also joining as a black squad are the Skir'zdak Cultists, with a cost of 50 points. Now presenting the Heroscape army cards that will be joining Liliana on her team. First, we have a Marble Red Skull with a total of 190 points. Also joining as a Heroscape army card is Railing the Kyrie Warrior with a total of 100 points, and is the only figure in this game with flying and that required 2 spaces to be on. Also joining as a unique hero is the Maro Nigoksa with a total of 90 points. And the last army card joining Liliana is the squad of the Maro Warriors with a total of 50 points. Alright, what here is Liliana's complete team with a total of 1,020 points. Remember that the Arena of the Planeswalkers army cards had a total of 590 points, and the Heroscape army cards had a total of 430. Both teams had the same amount. So now, let's go ahead and see Nissa's team before we start this game. For our next team, we have the Green Planeswalker Nissa with the total points of 330. So here is Nissa's first squad. Joining her are the Path Wardens with a total of 100 points. Also joining Nissa as a squad are the Elf Rangers with a total point cost of 80. However, we added another squad of Elf Rangers for the total points of 160 for both in total, so we could match both teams' army card points in total. So I know that the Elf Rangers is a unique squad. However, Arena of the Planeswalkers never released common squads, so we can repeat them on the games. So I did this to match the points for both teams and to see what happens in the game as well. The first army card hero joining Nissa on her team is Savaris, the elf, with a total points of 100. Also, we have joining as a hero Agent Card, also with 100 points in total for him. The last hero joining Nissa is Knight Irene with a total points of 110. And the last squad joining Nissa is the Frostclaw Paladins with a total points of 120 points. So here is Nissa's complete team with all her heroes and squads, also matching a total points of 1,020 points total. Okay, let's talk about the rules that we're gonna have for this game. First of all, let's talk about the win condition. We're gonna have 5 rounds of gameplay, and at the end of round 5, the team with the most points win. Each team earned points by defeating figures from the opponent. Planeswalkers and heroes will award 5 points for each figure defeated, and squads will award 2 points for each defeated figures. The team that has the most points for the figures defeated will win the game after round 5. Okay, another rule that we have added for this game, since we're playing with both Arena of the Planeswalkers and Heroscape, first of all is with the order markers. Since I'm playing by myself, what I do is I put the 4 order markers on a bag, shuffle them, and draw each of them without looking and place them on the army cards. This way I know which army cards I will be playing that round. However, I will not know the turn that they will be playing. That way the game will be more interesting and will be more dynamic for both teams. Also as well, for the spell cards, since the spell cards are used for Arena of the Planeswalkers, spell cards can be used as well for the Heroscape's army cards. Also, each team has a spell deck with a total of 22 cards for 335 points. Also, the Arena of the Planeswalkers army cards don't need to be summoned by the Planeswalker unless they have when summon effects. So the squads and heroes are already placed on the battlefield like the Heroscape characters, and we start the game and place their turns by using the order markers. Also, 2 mystery glyphs from Arena of the Planeswalkers have been placed on the map with bonuses for each team that is standing on that glyph. And last but not least, the turn order for this game. So first of all, you reveal the order marker from your army card. Then you draw a card from your spell deck. Then you can play up to 3 spell cards from your hand. Then you move the figure or figures from the chosen army card, and then you may attack with a figure or figures from that army card. Afterwards, you can play the remaining spell cards that you didn't play before moving if you want to. If not, you can end your turn right away, and then the other team can play as well. The scenario used for this battle, you can find it on the Heroscape section on Renegade Studios webpage. I'm gonna put the link on the description below so that way you can find it and build it yourself and play with it. And that was our setup for this game. Let's go ahead and start this battle. Rolling initiative for Liliana. 2. Rolling initiative for Nissa. 17. Nissa starts round 1. Order markers were shuffled, and starting turn number 1 for Nissa is Savaris. Now that we revealed the order marker for Savaris, let's draw a card from the spell deck. Okay, I'm not gonna play any spells for the moment, so I'm gonna continue and move Savaris. Okay, Savaris has a move of 5, so we're gonna move him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hide him behind this wall. That will end the turn for Nissa and Savaris. Now starting for Liliana's team is the squad of Blighted Reavers. From my hand, I will play Dark Harvest. Dark Harvest enchant a squad that I control. And when I enchant a squad with Dark Harvest, I have to destroy a creature from that squad, and the squad will get 3+ attack. Since Dark Harvest is equipped to the Blighted Reavers, I have to destroy one of them. Let's destroy this one. I will also play to my Blighted Reavers, Duress. This card will give them an additional plus attack dice, and when they deal combat damage to an opposing Planeswalker, that opponent discards a card at random from their hand. And my third and last spell that I will play is Rise of the Dark Realms. This will return a squad creature from my figure graveyard to the battlefield on an empty space adjacent to a black Planeswalker I control. So I will revive my Blighted Reaver, and I will put it next to Liliana. The Blighted Reavers have a movement of 5, so let's continue with their movement. We'll move this one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we unlocked a glyph. So the Blighted Reaver steps on a glyph. Let's see what power of bonus we receive. All figures receive an additional +1 attack. So let's continue moving the other reavers that we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll move this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll stay there. The second turn for Nissa's team is for the Pad Wardens. Let's add a card to our hand. I will activate from my hand Leaf Arrow. This will enchant a Planeswalker, and that Planeswalker gets an additional +1 attack as long as it's unengaged. And before enchanted Planeswalkers attack, you may destroy this card, and if I do, the Planeswalker gets an additional +2 attack until end of turn. Also, I will activate Rapid Withdrawal to the Pad Wardens, and the enchanted squad will not receive leaving engagement attacks from creatures with less attack than the Pad Wardens. Also, I will play a hidden enchantment on my Elf Rangers. Now that I finished playing my 3 spell cards, let's move the Pad Wardens a total of 6 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6. And I will conclude my turn. Okay, now turn number 2 for Liliana's team will be Railing the Kairi Warrior. Let's draw a card. Okay, so I'm not gonna play spell cards this turn with Liliana, and I'm gonna move Railing a total of 6 spaces. Remember that she has flying, so let's move her up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm gonna leave her here next to the Blighted Reaver. Okay, now the next order marker belongs to the Frostclaw Paladins for turn number 3. Now, before I take a turn with the Frostclaw Paladins, I will activate their ability of Gender Champion Bonding. That this ability will let me take a turn with a champion that follows gender. So in this case, it will be Night Irene. Now I'm going to take a turn with Night Irene. I'm going to activate her ability Run 3. That this will give her an additional 3 movement for a total of 7. And she will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I proceed to draw a card to start my turn with the Frostclaw Paladins. I will activate the spell card Predatory Strike. This will give an additional attack point to a Planeswalker while attacking with height advantage. The Frostclaw Paladins also have the ability of Run, so I'm going to add a 3+ movement for them for a total of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And the last turn for round number 3 for Liliana's team will be for the Marrow Warriors. I will activate this spell card on the opposing team squad is Demonic Appetite. And whenever a creature in the Enchanted Squad destroys a creature while attacking, the Enchanted Squad controller discard a card at random. Now I will proceed to move the Marrow Warriors a total of 6 spaces. And the last one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Nothing much happening after round 1, but let's see what will happen in round 2. Rolling initiative for Liliana in round number 2. 9. Rolling initiative for Nissa. 1. So Liliana will be starting round number 2. And the order marker number 1 belongs to the Marrow Warriors. Let's draw a card. I will play a hitting enchantment on my Marrow Warriors. Now I will move the Marrow Warriors a total of 6 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now let's attack with our Marrow Warriors. First, this Marrow Warrior will attack Irene. The Moral Warrior has 2 attack plus the bonus of the glyph. He has 3. 2. Knight Irene has a defense of 4. Block 1, but 1 went through. So Knight Irene gets 1 hit. This Moral Warrior will also attack Knight Irene, and he gets an additional attack die as well for height advantage. 3. 1. So Knight Irene gets 2 hits. That Moral Warrior will attack the Path Warden. However, the Path Warden gets an additional defense die since he's standing next to a 3. 3. Let's see if the Path Warden can block this attack. Blocked. So that attack was unblockable, meaning that Path Warden is destroyed, earning Liliana her first 2 points of the game. And my last Moral Warrior will attack that Path Warden. However, the Path Warden still got a bonus die on defense since she's standing next to a 3. 3. Block 1. However, the Path Warden receives 2 damage. Starting turn number 1 in round 2 for Nissa will be Agent Carr. Agent Carr has a move of 5, so I'm going to move him 5 spaces front. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Agent Carr will attack that Moral Warrior, and he gets an additional die for height advantage. However, the Moral Warrior also gets an additional plus defense die since he's next to a 3. Agent Carr's attack. 2. 1. That means the Moral Warrior is destroyed. Moral Warrior destroyed. That means Nissa gets her first 2 points. Turn number 2 for Liliana will be played by Heroscape. I will activate on the opponent's Elf Rangers, Crippling Blight. This will decrease their attack and defense by 1 die. Now I will activate Red Skull's ability, Master Manipulator. After revealing an order marker, this allowed me to take control of a unique hero I control that is on site of Red Skull. So in this case, I will take a turn with Railing, the Kyrie Warrior. Railing has a move of 6, so I'm gonna move her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And the last turn for round 2 for Nissa will be played by the Elf Rangers. Let's draw a card. I will play a hidden spell card on my Frostclaw Paladins. Now I will move 3 of the 6 Elf Rangers up to 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now these 2 Elf Rangers will attack Rayleigh. They lose 1 attack die for Crippling Blight, however they recover it since they have height advantage. Attack for the first Elf Ranger. 2. Defense for Rayleigh. Unblocked. She receives 2 damage. Attack for the second Elf Ranger. 1. Blocked. Now my last Elf Ranger will attack that Moral Warrior. However, the Moral Warrior gets an additional plus die on defense for height advantage. Since the Moral Warrior is being attacked, I will activate the hidden enchantment, Strangling Suit. When a creature in an enchanted squad is attacked by a non-black squad creature, destroy the attacking creature and Strangling Suit. So the Elf Ranger's attack is denied and is destroyed, earning Liliana 2 more points. Now I will activate the ability Squad Sprints for the Elf Rangers, allow me to move in 3 spaces at the end of their turn. So I will move this one, 1, 2, 3. And I will move this one, 1, and 2. And the last turn of round 2 will be taken by Railing the Kyrie Warrior. Let's draw a card. I will not activate spell cards this turn, so I will proceed to move Railing. Now Railing is ready to attack Agent Carr, and she gets 2 additional attack die, 1 for the bonus glyph and 1 for height advantage. 4. Now I will activate Railing's ability, Terrifying Aura. This will decrease a defense die for all figures within 4 spaces from rating, decreasing 1 defense die from agent card. On block, that means agent card is destroyed. This will give Liliana's team 5 additional points. Nissa's last turn will be taken by Savaris. I will move Savaris up, and now he's ready to attack Rayleigh. 2. Unblocked. Rayleigh gets 2 additional hits on damage, only having 2 life remaining. I will activate Savaris' ability, allowing him to attack an additional time. 2. Unblocked. Rayleigh got defeated, giving Nissa another 5 points. So after 2 rounds, Liliana has defeated 3 figures, 1 hero, and 2 squads for a total of 9 points. For Nissa, she's only defeated 2 figures, 1 hero, 1 squad, giving her a total of 7 points, giving Liliana the lead so far. Let's see what happens on the last 3 rounds. Rolling initiative for Liliana in round 3. 9. Rolling initiative for Nissa. 16. First turn for Nissa in round 3 will be herself. I will activate the sorcery Groundswell. This will give 3 attack until the end of turn to Nissa. Now we'll move Nissa 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nissa will attack that Marvel Warrior. Nissa will attack with a total of 9 attack dice thanks to the spell cards and height advantage. Rolling attack for Nissa. 2. Rolling defense for the Marvel Warrior. Block 1, but he still received 1 damage. That figure is destroyed. Marvel Warrior destroyed, giving Nissa an additional 2 points. The first turn for Liliana's team will be taken by the Blighted Reavers. Now I will move the Reaver a total of 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And by moving that Reaver outside of the glyph, Liliana's team lose the attack bonus. Turn number 2 for Nissa will be taken by the Frostclaw Paladins. Before taking a turn with the Frostclaw Paladins, I will activate their ability, Gender Champion Bonding, to take a turn with Knight Irene. Now taking a turn with Knight Irene, I will activate her ability, Run, so I can move her an additional 3 spaces. However, if I attack with her this turn, I have to decrease her attack value by 2 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, Knight Irene will attack that Marrow Warrior with an attack value of 2 for the effect of Run, and the Marrow Warrior will increase his defense by 1 point for height advantage. 2. Unblocked, the Marrow Warrior is destroyed. Now that the Marrow Warrior is destroyed, Nissa will earn an additional 2 points, giving her the lead. Now, since I'm starting the turn with the Frostclaw Paladins, I will draw a card. Now I will activate Run to move them an additional 3 spaces. Now I will move the Frostclaw Paladins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I will attack with this Frostclaw Paladin, that Blighted Reaver. However, I have to decrease the attack value by 2 points since I moved them with Run. 1. Blocked by the Blighted Reaver. Now both of these Frostclaw Paladins will attack this Blighted Reaver. Attack for the first Frostclaw Paladin. No attack. The second Frostclaw Paladin. 1. Blocked. Taking the second turn with Liliana will be herself. Liliana has a movement of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now Liliana will attack Knight Irene, and she will receive an additional attack die for height advantage. 3, 1. Knight Irene blocked 1 damage, however she received 2 hits, destroying the figure and giving an additional 5 points to Team Liliana. And the last turn for round number 3 for Team Nissa will be taken by Savaris. I will activate this enchantment. Paths revealed, giving an additional 3+ move to my Frostclaw Paladins. I will move Savaris, and he will attack that Blighted Reaver, and he will receive an additional attack die for height advantage, but the Blighted Reaver will receive an additional die as well since he is next to a 3. Rolling attack for Savaris. 3. The Blighted Reaver will defend. 2. He still get 1 damage. Now I will activate Savaris' ability of double attack to attack an additional time. 3. Block 1. 2 damage went through. That means that the Blighted Reaver is destroyed. Now Team Nissa will receive an additional 2 more points. And Liliana's final turn of round number 3 will be taken by the Marvel Warriors. Draw a card. Now I will move my Marvel Warrior to the water space down here, so he stopped his movement, but now I'm gonna activate Water Clone. If I roll 10 or higher, I can revive a Marvel Warrior. 13, we revive a Marvel Warrior. And since the Marvel Warrior is returned from the graveyard, we decrease 2 points from Nissa's total. Now rolling initiative for round 4 for Liliana. 8. Rolling initiative for Nissa. 18. Nissa goes first. Okay, the first turn in round 4 will be taken by the Elf Rangers. Draw a card. The first card that I will activate this turn is Snare Disguise to give an additional 2 range and 1+ attack to the Elf Rangers until the end of turn. Now I will proceed to move the Elf Rangers. Now this Elf Ranger will attack that Marvel Warrior. The Elf Rangers lost 1 attack die thanks to Crit and Blight. However, they will recover it thanks to Snare Disguise and have an additional +1 attack for height advantage. First attack for the Elf Ranger. 3 if the Marvel Warrior can defend it. 1, but 2 damage went through. The Marvel Warrior is destroyed, giving Nissa 2 additional points. Now this Elf Ranger will attack that Marvel Warrior. 2, 1. This last Marvel Warrior is also destroyed, giving Nissa 2 additional points. Now I will activate Squat Sprint to move the Elf Rangers 3 additional spaces. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. Starting for Team Liliana round 4 will be Red Skull. I will activate Bartered in Blood to my Blighted Reavers. When enchanted hero creature or creature in enchanted squad is destroyed in combat, deal 1 damage to the attacking figure and its controller discard a card at random. Destroy this card. Now I will move Red Skull a total of 5 spaces. Red Skull will attack that Frostclaw Paladin, and he will receive an additional attack die for height advantage. Rolling attack for Red Skull. 3, 1. The Frostclaw Paladin received enough damage to be destroyed. Frostclaw Paladin destroyed, giving Liliana an additional 2 more points. Order marker number 214 Nissa belongs to Savaris. I will not play cards this turn, so I will continue my movement with Savaris. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Savaris will attack Red Skull. 3. Block 1. Red Skull receives 2 damage. And I will activate Savaris' ability of double attack to attack Red Skull once again. 2. Block 1, but 1 damage went through. Taking turn number 2 for Liliana will be the Skierstack Cultist. Let's draw a card. I will play the spell card Sorcery, Rise of the Dark Realms, letting me revive a squad figure from the graveyard and place it on a space adjacent to a black Planeswalker I control. I will revive a Mara Warrior, and by doing this, that means that Nissa lost 2 points since this figure is returned to the battlefield. Now I will move the Scare Stack Cultist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we got the attack bonus back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And the last turn for Team Nissa will be taken by herself. I will activate another Leaf Arrow on Nissa, giving her an additional +1 attack. And if I destroy this card when Planeswalker attacks, she will receive an additional 2 instead. Now let's move Nissa a total of 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nissa will attack Liliana. Before I attack, I destroy the 2 leaf arrows, so that way Nissa can get 4 additional attack dice. Also, Liliana will have an additional defense die for height advantage. Let's roll attack for Nissa. A total of 4. Block 1, Liliana receives 3 damage. Now I will activate Nissa's ability Sprint to move her an additional 3 spaces. 1, 2, and 3. The last turn of round 4 will be taken by the Blighted Reavers. I will activate the spell card, Altos Reap. Destroy a creature you control that's adjacent to a black Planeswalker, and I will remove 4 damage markers from Liliana. So to heal Liliana, I will sacrifice this Mara Warrior, and I will give back to Nissa her 2 points. Liliana has her full life again. So I will move this Blighted Reaver a total of 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The Blighted Reaver has a total of 3 attack. However, they have an additional 4 attack die thanks to the bonus for the spell cards. This Blighted Reaver will attack the Elf Ranger. However, the Elf Ranger receives an additional defense die for height advantage. Since the Elf Ranger is being attacked, I will activate Fog. I will flick this card when an enchanted squad is attacked by a figure and opponent control. Prevent all damage that will be dealt for the enchanted squad this turn. Destroy Fog. However, I can still attack with the other Blighted Reaver, the Frostclaw Paladin. 3. Unblocked, the Frostclaw Paladin is destroyed. This figure will give Team Liliana an additional 2 more points. So here are the figures destroyed after 4 rounds. Here are the figures that Team Liliana has defeated for a total of 18 points. And here are the figures destroyed by Team Nissa for a total of 15 points. It's still anybody's game, so let's get ready for the final round. Rolling initiative for the final round. Liliana rolls 2. Now rolling for Nissa. 9. Nissa goes first. First turn in the final round for Nissa will be taken by Savaris. I will not play spell cards this turn, so I will proceed on moving Savaris. Savaris will attack Red Skull, also with an additional die for height advantage. 3. On block, Red Skull is destroyed. This destroyed figure will give Team Nissa an additional 5 points. I will activate Savaris' ability of double attack to attack the Skills Track Cultist that's standing on the glyph. 3. The Skills Stack Cultist will not roll defense since he only has 1 and is not enough to block all damage received. This figure's destruction will give Team Nissa 2 additional points, and Team Liliana lost the 1 attack bonus of the glyph. The first turn of the final round for Team Liliana will be taken by herself. Let's draw a card. I will put a spell card face down on my Blighted Reavers. Now I will move Liliana 1 space, and she will attack Savaris. 3. Unblocked, Savaris received 3 damage. Turn number 2 will be taken by Nissa. Let's draw a card. I will activate Groundswell to give Nissa an additional 3+ attack. I will move Nissa 2 spaces. 1, 2. And Nissa will attack that Skir'zdak cultist. Nissa has a bonus of 5 additional attack die, 1 for height advantage, 1 for predatory strike, and 3 for groundswell. 3. Enough damage to defeat the Skir'zdak cultist. The Skir'zdak cultist has only 1 defense, and it's not enough to block all damage received, so he's destroyed, adding Team Nissa an additional 2 points. Now I will activate Nissa's ability of Sprint to move her up to 3 spaces. 1, 2. Turn number 2 will be by the Blighted Reavers. I activate Liliana's Keres. Target opponent discards a card at random. So Team Nissa discards a card from their hand. Now I will move this Blighted Reaver. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This Blighted Reaver will attack that Elf Ranger. The Blighted Reavers has an additional bonus of 4 thanks to Dark Harvest and Duress. And the first attacking Blighted Reaver has an additional attack die for height advantage. And the Elf Ranger don't have any defense die since Crypt and Blight decrease their defense value. 5. Assigning enough damage to destroy the Elf Ranger. This figure will give an additional 2 points for Team Liliana. This Blighted Reaver will attack that Elf Ranger, and since the Elf Ranger has height advantage, he at least gets 1 die for defense. A total of 6, assigning enough damage to destroy the Elf Ranger. This huge attack by the Blighted Reaver destroying this Elf Ranger will give Team Liliana 2 more points. Taking the final turn for Team Nissa will be the Elf Rangers. Let's draw the final card for Nissa. This final turn with Nissa, I will not play any spell cards, and I will proceed to move the Elf Rangers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Elf Ranger will attack the Skir'zdak cultist. The Elf Ranger will lose 1 attack die thanks to Crippling Blight. No damage received. And very unfortunate for Team Liliana, but they lost an order marker since Red Skull was defeated. All rounds are over, so now let's count the figures to see who won this game. So here are the final results for Team Liliana. She destroyed 2 heroes for a total of 10 points, and she also destroyed a total of 6 squad figures for a total of 12 points, and a complete total of 22 points. And Team Nissa, on the other hand, they destroyed 2 heroes for a total of 10 points and a total of 7 squad figures for 14 points, giving a total amount of 24 points, being the winner of this battle, Team Nissa. Thank you for joining everybody on this great battle between Liliana, Nissa, and our Heroscape characters. I hope you like the way that I mix them all together in the same battlefield, and let me know in the comments what other game modes would you like to see, and if you like the idea of playing with the spell cards, also using them on the Heroscape armies. Also remember to like and subscribe to be aware of our next battles that I will be posting in our channel. Our next battle coming soon will be a great one between Spider-Man and Iron Man versus Venom and Doctor Doom, featuring some special guests. So hit that notification button, and I will be seeing you in the next battle.